What's up everyone, how you all doing? BlueNerd here and welcome back my friends to another Minecraft tutorial. I sure hope you guys are all having an amazing day. Now before we get started guys, I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you for all of the support over the last few months. This channel has actually only been going for, it's about 4, maybe 5 months at the most now. And we're already at 321 subscribers. So the growth has been really good, much more than I was expecting for such early stages of the channel. So thank you so much for all of your comments, your likes, and all of the people who have subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it. And before we get into the build guys, Happy New Year. I hope 2019 is an amazing year for all of you guys, and I hope that everything works out the way you guys want it. And with that being said guys, let's take a look at what we're going to be building today. So today guys, we're going to be building this medieval style inn, which I gotta say I absolutely love the look of it. It really has turned out better than I expected. But I love the way it's kind of done. We kind of done these stone pillars down the bottom here, and I think it looks really cool. We've got a little balcony at the side here. We've got a nice, not too tall, but a taller roof than normal, which looks pretty cool. We've got these nice little arches down the side over the windows, and then a nice big bit at the back here. And overall I just think it's just turned out really nice, and I think this is going to be a really cool build. It's not too difficult to build. It's kind of got quite a simple kind of structure to it, so it shouldn't be too hard to follow along. And yeah, the resources ain't too bad either. We're only using like dark oak wood, some birch wood, stone bricks, and that's kind of, most of the stuff is kind of just made up of that really. A little bit of cobblestone, but that's about it. So with that being said guys, let's dive straight in and take a look at what we're going to be needing to build this. Okay guys, for this build you're going to need some dark oak logs, planks, slabs and stairs. Some spruce, planks, fences, and maybe a couple of spruce doors as well, or doors of your choice, doesn't really matter. Some stripped birch blocks, some cracked stone bricks and normal stone bricks, some stone brick stairs and some cobblestone, some stone buttons, some clear glass and some grey glass, or glass of your choice, it doesn't really matter. You could do it all in clear glass if you want, but I kind of put a mixture of clear glass on the top floor and grey glass on the ground floor. Some spruce trapdoors and some brown banners. And if you want to put the words in on this like I did in my build, you're going to need some white dye and some brown dye if you're in the new snapshots. But if you're in 1.13 or below, you're going to need some bone meal and some cocoa beans. So guys, with that being said, let's jump straight in with the tutorial. Okay, so here is a layout of the floor plan, and you're going to need a 19 by 19 block space to fit this in. So with that being said guys, we're going to start on the front left hand side of the build, and we're going to start from the corner and work our way across. Alright, we're going to start with the stone bricks, and we're going to start from the left hand corner here. So we're going to place one on the corner there, and then behind that we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4, leaving a 3 block gap between all of these. Now to the right of this block we're going to go the same again, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, leaving a 3 block gap. Then down from this block we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and 4, again leaving a 3 block gap between all of these. Now back to the block where we started. To the right of this we're going to leave a 3 block gap and go 1 there and 1 there, again both with 3 blocks. Behind this block, leave a 3 block gap and a 3 block gap. And then to the side of this block, leave a 3 block gap and place one there. And you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now, go ahead and raise all of these blocks until they are 5 blocks in height, which means we've got to put 4 more on top. So there's one already there, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And we're going to do this on all of the blocks. Alright, once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now, back to the first pillar where we started. From the very top block here, we're going to run some stone bricks all the way around the outer edge of every pillar. So just join them all up like this, and we're going to just run this all the way around the outside edge. Okay, and once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now, we're just going to join these pillars around this edge here as well in the middle. So we're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, and 3, just like so. Now, go ahead and grab your stone brick stairs, and starting from the left-hand corner again, we're going to place a stair just there, and a stair to this side. Then we're going to place a stair in front of all the pillars down the side here. Come to the back, do the same again. So on the corner, you'll always have 2 blocks like so. Place 1 in front of all of these. Again, this corner here will have 1 at each side. Then this corner here, again, we're going to have 1 at each side. Come across, place 1 in front of these like so. Now, where we have this 7-block gap here where the entranceway is going to be, we're going to place a stair there, and a stair there. We're going to leave these 3 as they are. Then we're going to place 1 there, 1 on the inside like so. Same on this one here. Okay. This one here, we're going to do 3. So 1, 2, and 3 around the front of it. This one here, just the corners. So those 2 there. And this one here, we're going to run it round these 3 like so. And then finally, just 1 in there like that. And that way, these are going to look like supporting pillars. And it should all look pretty nice. Now, from this gap here, all the way around the build until we get to this side here, we're going to do the same thing. Which is going to be place a stair there and a stair there. Okay, do it in every single gap all the way around. Alright, once it's all done, you should have something that looks like this. And it's starting to shape up pretty nice now. Now, before we move on to the next step, guys, you probably want to go ahead and get in your wood floor. I've used spruce wood for the floor in here, but if you want, you could go ahead and place down oak floor or dark oak. It's entirely up to you. And then on the little entranceway here, I went and just put down some cobblestone. So this is just cobblestone. So if you want to use cobblestone, or you could even use the wood flooring if you want, it's entirely up to you. Go ahead and put down some flooring down here, just to make it look like a little entranceway to the inn. Now, once you've done that, we're going to start from the left-hand corner again. Now, in front of this pillar, again, at the very top, we're going to place an upside-down stair, and 1 on this side as well. The same thing, we're going to run these all the way across. So we're going to just place them upside down across the top of all of these. And again, on the corner, we're going to place it on both sides of the pillar. Okay. And then again, just continue all your way around. Now from this side, guys, we're going to place 1 there. And then obviously we ain't got no pillar in the center there. So we're going to place 1 there and 1 there. Right. Now, we're going to start again from the left hand side because it's easy to follow around. And in these arches here, we're going to place an upside down stair on each side, just like so. And we want to do that underneath every single arch. Okay, so let's start by doing it all the way around the outside edge of the build first. Same again when you get round to the front here, guys. In this big gap, you want to do the same thing. So place 1 there and 1 there. And then just continue over and do the same in this little gap here. And this one here. Okay, now we've got it on all of the outside edge. Just come into your little porchway here and do the same thing. So we want to put it in the entranceway. And then here, where all of our windows are going to go, we want the same thing in these little gaps here. And then that way, that just gives us a nice little finish to all of our kind of little, where our windows and our archways are all going to go. And it looks pretty cool. Right, go ahead and get your dark oak log. And on all 4 corners, you just want to place 1 like this. Okay, on all 4 corners. making sure it's on the actual top of the pillar and not on one of these little stairs. Okay, now what we're going to do is go ahead and we're going to just join these up. So run it all the way across like so, making sure that they run into each other. Okay, so you want the wood to be facing across like this. Do the same all the way around the build. Okay, once you've done that, you want to come over to this little center one here, place one there, and then join both these little pillars across like so. And you should now have something that looks a bit like this. Now, again, starting from the left-hand corner here, we're going to place a dark oak log sticking out like so. Same again on this corner. And then we want to skip one block each time. So leave a gap, place one, leave a gap, place one. And do this all the way around the entire build. Okay, wrapping it round the corner as well like this. Okay, and once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves some dark oak planks. So let's grab the dark oak planks. And we're going to start making our walls down on the ground floor here. So what we're going to do, we're going to start from here where our doorway is going to go. So I've placed a stone brick here because this is going to be where the door is going to go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then these top two are going to be solid blocks like so. Now, we're going to place one there, and then just bring these all the way up and connect them like so. So we should have a 2-high window inside here. Leave a 1 block gap between it and just do the same thing. So just basically making a kind of O shape. Just like that. Okay, and we want to do the same all the way around on the inside here. So where we've got our wood floor, we want to do it all the way around the inside here. Make sure you don't do it on here. Okay, so the same thing on the corner here, bring it up like so. And then we won't have nothing in front of where the pillars are. Because what we'll do is we'll put a nice wooden pillar inside these to make them look a little bit nicer inside the tavern. Alright guys, once you're done, you should have these O shapes around every window on the inside like this. And if we take a look from the outside, you can see we get this really nice effect with the wood and the stone pillars on the outside edge like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go around and underneath these little pillars sticking out that we don't have the stair on, we're going to just put them on there just to make them have a bit more support. And we're going to do that all the way around the build as well. Okay, so we should now have something that looks a bit like this, which looks much more supported. Okay, so we've got all of our windows and everything all in place now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our dark oak, and where we've got all these little circle shapes around our windows here, we just want to put one more row of blocks on top of them, just like this. Okay. Because we're going to put our floor in line with this level here. So we just want to bring these up just by that one. Okay, once you're done, go ahead and grab the flooring of your choice. I'm using the spruce wood here. And then run it all the way around the edge on top of these blocks. Okay, you should now have something that looks a bit like this wrapped all the way around. Now before we go ahead and fill in all of this flooring here, we're going to just grab our dark oak logs, and inside these gaps here, we're going to just fill them up with dark oak logs, just like this, okay? Just like that. And what this does, it creates a nicer look on the inside of the tavern. Gives it more of a kind of medieval feel. And we're going to do the same on this corner as well, guys. So just bring this up here and this bit here all the way up, covering up that stone brick pillar on the corner. Okay, now we've got all of that done. Let's go ahead and fill in all of our flooring. Okay, once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now, before you do anything else, guys, make sure you come down inside the tavern here, and on your pillars, go ahead and place in some torches. If you place them all the way around, then no mobs should spawn in here at all. It should be light enough to keep them out. And now we're going to work on the next floor. So first of all, let's go ahead and fill this gap in here. This is where our balcony is going to be. So let's go ahead and fill this in with spruce wood. You can fill this in with any wood of your choice. Personally, I think the spruce wood looks the nicest. Okay. Right, okay, once that's done, we're going to start laying out the pillars for the next floor. So, first of all, we're going to start by placing 1, 2, 3, and 4 on this corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this corner here. And then, wherever we have a pillar below, which is down here, we're going to place 4 pillars on the one above. So, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Leave a 3 block gap again, and just repeat the same process all the way around the entire build. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The corner here we want to wrap it around. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides. So the corner you should end up with 2 pieces like this. Okay, same again here. Just keep following the same pattern all the way around. Again on the corner, make sure you get in both sides. Now, once we get to here, this is where the balcony is going to be on this side. So we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Then we're going to come here and place 1, 2, 3, and 4 there, like so. Now, over here, we're just going to go 1 and 1, just like that, okay? Just on this corner, because this is where the balcony is going to go. Over here, on this pillar, which is in line with the wooden beam across here, go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this side here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 as well. Oops, like so. Okay, and then finally, just 1 pillar in the center here at the front. And that looks pretty good. Now, we're going to go ahead and put in where our roofs are going to go. So we're going to have a roof that's going to run along from the back here to the front here. So let's go 1 there and 1 there, and then join these pillars all the way across like this. Okay, then we're going to do exactly the same over this side here. So from the front of the build, this is the back, so 1, and then go ahead, go straight over that first pillar and connect onto the second pillar like so. And then finally, we're going to be doing another roof point on this side. So we're going to place 1 there and 1 there on the 2 outer edge ones. And then just connect those up like so. Okay. Right, now, we can't see any of the beams underneath. So in this big section here, we're going to count from this outside pillar on the corner here. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, leave a gap, then place 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got a 4 pillar here. Okay, so there's a 3 block gap, 4 pillar. Now there'll be a 3 block gap here. We're not going to see it here. So we're going to go straight in on this one and place 4 on here. And then from this pillar here, 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th one, we're going to raise it by 4. So we'll have like a corner piece that goes around here. Okay. Alright guys, next step is going to be the roof. So we're going to get the roof edge in place so we can kind of see where that's going to be, and then we'll get the walls in after. So starting over on the left hand side again at the front of the build, We're going to go to the short pillar here and place a dark oak stair just like that, and then place 2 in front of it like this, so it comes out by 1 block. Okay, so it's overhanging the front of this pillar by 1 block. Place an upside down stair there, place a normal stair on top, and then another upside down stair underneath like so. We're going to do the same from this corner here again, so place 1 stair and then 2 coming out, so we overhang by 1 with an upside down stair, a normal stair, and an upside down stair like that. Place a full block of dark oak planks on top, and then a stair facing towards each other like this with an upside down stair inside. And then we're going to repeat the same process with the block. So we go block and then a stair, doing it on both sides, upside down stair, and then back to a block again. So block, stair, and then a stair, and we keep doing it until we join in the middle. So back to that, and then a stair, a full block rather, stair, stair, and then once we get to here, we're gonna go upside down block like so, upside down stair, and then a normal stair, and then an upside down stair like that. Okay, so we don't end up with a too high peak on the roof, but a higher peak than normal, which I think looks quite nice. Now we're going to do exactly the same as what we've done here on the very back here and on this bit over here. Okay, so we'll go through it one more time, and then the last one I'll do off camera. So we go 1 on this little small pillar, 1, 2, 1, 2 on the outside edge, upside down stair, normal stair, upside down stair. Now from here, it's going to actually be a little bit different on this side, because we're on the back edge and we're going to have a wall that runs down here. It's going to be a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to place an upside down stair facing that way onto this pillar that comes up here. Then we're going to go a normal block behind it, get an upside down stair facing away, and then a normal block facing that way. Okay, so it should be in the same position. Then we're going to go a full block on top of that and a full block on top of that. And from here, we're going to repeat the same thing. So we go stair, upside down stair, full block, stair, upside down stair, and a full block. And again, we're just going to do this until we reach the middle of the build. Once we're at the top, don't forget we place an upside down stair with a normal stair on top, and then 1 stair just sticking out like so. Now I'm going to go ahead and do exactly the same thing on here as well, on this side. So we'll have 3 peaks on 3 corners. Alright guys, once you got your 3 peaks in, you should have something that looks a bit like this. So we're going to start with the rest of the roof where the little balcony is going to be here. So go ahead and place a stair there and a stair on there on them 2 pillars. And then in the corner, we're just going to join them up. So go 1 there, and then 1 there. And that'll join the corner up like so. Now, get 2 upside down stairs on that side there. And then 2 upside down stairs on this side with 2 solid blocks on top of those, and then again 2 stairs on top with an upside down stair on the center there, a normal stair on top, and then 1 pointing out at the front just like that. Gonna do the same on this gap here again, so 2 upside down stairs like that, 2 upside down stairs like that, 2 full blocks, 2 stairs, an upside down stair, stair on top, and then 1 facing out. Okay, then grab your full block, and then where that stair is at the back there, place a full block there and a full block in there, And then if we come underneath here, we can just place an upside down stair against it. Just like so. Okay. Now, going round to the back of the build on this side. Here, we're just going to do a straight line and connect the stairs together like this. Okay. So this is the back of the build. We just got a straight line coming all the way across here. Now, finally, down to the left-hand side of the build. This is the front of the build. So from here, we're going to place a stair on each one of these at the top. Make sure it's facing normal and not upside down. You don't want an upside down stair here. And we're going to do the same as we've done on those gaps over there. So basically, we're going to go upside down stair on both sides on 2 of those blocks. So you want it on the pillar and on the stair. Okay. Then 2 solid blocks. 2 stairs. An upside down stair. And we can actually also go in here and place another upside down stair just at the underneath it in the back there. Break that one. Place a normal stair there and a solid block on top like so. And then don't forget to have another one facing outwards like this. And you want to do the same for all of these gaps here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do exactly the same as what I've just done there to all of these. Alright, that's all in place. That's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, before we fill in all of the roof is going to be quite a big job to fill in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and work out where all of our walls are going to go in first of all. So go ahead and grab your stripped birch wood. And we're going to basically run this around the windows again, just like we did on the bottom floor. So what you can do, you can find a block that's no good. It could be dirt or cobblestone. And just go ahead and just fill these corners up like this. Okay. Just 4 blocks in the corners, okay? These ain't going to be seen anyway, and they can just be used as filler blocks. Now, grab your strip birchwood, and I'm going to start again from the left-hand front of the build here, and we're going to work our way down the side, okay? So, I've got the stripped birchwood. This is the full stripped birchwood block, not the actual log version, okay? So we've got the log version like this, okay? The log version which has the top like this. We want the full version like this. So let me grab my dark oak because we will be needing it soon. Okay, so here we're going to do the same as we've done on the windows downstairs. So 1, 2, 3, and then we want to make a kind of O shape like this. But what you're going to need to do is place 1 block there, then 1 block there, and then break that one, so that the wood is all facing the same way, because otherwise you're going to end up with wood facing that way, which won't look right. Okay, and do the same thing for all of the windows. You could just fill it all like this as well if you want, going up 4 blocks high, and then just break out the 2 in the center. Probably the easier way to actually do it, rather than trying to go around and trying to be all neat. Alright guys, once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this all the way around on the inside here. Now go out onto the balcony, which is over here, and you want to choose a spot for your doorway. So I'm going to go ahead and break this block here and place it just there, and that is going to be the doorway for anyone to use who wants to get out onto the landing here. Okay, now once that's done, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start working on the peaks. So we've got 3 of them here, and they're all going to be exactly the same. So what we're going to do is, from this corner pillar here, we're going to leave 1 gap, place 1 there, and then 1, 2, 3 on top, so it's 4 in total. Then leave one gap in so we're at the center, and we'll place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then back over here, we're going to go with 4 blocks like so. So there's one gap in between all of them. Now, where the first gap is, go ahead and place 2 there and 2 there. And then these ones are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 6 blocks high. Okay, something just like that, nice and simple. So from the front, we should have something that looks a bit like this. Now what I actually done, you can keep the pattern like this if you want, but if you want to be putting the in sign across here with the banners, what I would do is go ahead, break those 2 there, fill them in like that, and then break that one, and that one, and then just fill that across. So you have a little area here, which is a 3 by 2 block gap. So you've got enough room for your banners to fit in to say in on it. Okay? Just kind of looks a bit like a sign, if you like, the way it's done. And I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the same at the back here on this one as well. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, we'll do the same as what we got on there. So we'll repeat that there as well. So leave a 2 block gap and then go 1, 2, and 3. And then in the center at the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Here we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then obviously down here, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then just fill this with 2 blocks high like so. And if we have a look on the outside, we should have exactly the same pattern. Okay. Now repeat that pattern over here for this as well. Do exactly the same thing. Okay, once we're done, we should have something that looks a bit like this. Now, let's go ahead and start getting some of the roof in place, because this is going to be quite a big job. It's not a hard job, it's just a big job. It's quite a long job. So, starting from the front of the roof here. So, we're at the front of the house here, or front of the inn, should I say. And then from this pillar here that we got left, place a block on there. And we want to run it all the way down in line with the wall. One above that there, and then we should be able to connect it across from here. Okay, all the way across and join it up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in all of the blocks first, and then that way we can go ahead and just place the stairs on top. It'll make the job a lot easier. So again, we're going to do exactly the same thing here. It's going to be set 1 backwards. Okay, so we're going to go 1 further, and then there's our last block below, so we're going to come 1 past that. And we should be able to bring it all the way down and join it up nicely to this one. Again, we're offset by 1 backwards. Do the same thing. And we should be able to repeat this all the way to there. Again, we're 1 over that. So then we go down and join it upwards. Right, now just repeat the process again, guys, all the way until you reach the top. Again, overhang by 1 and then bring it all the way down. And connect to there. Now this one here, we can actually break that very top block there, because I don't think we actually need that one or that one or that one. It doesn't matter, but we can just use planks for that. So at the very top here, we're going to run it all the way down and then join this one from the front. So this is the front of the house here again, guys, just so you know where we are. So we join the side bit over, and then this one is just going to go from the back of the house all the way, I keep saying house, I mean the tavern, all the way down to the front, just like so. Okay, so the roof should look something like this. Now before we get on to the next side, we'll go ahead and fill our stairs in here. So it's nice and simple here. We place 2 stairs here. On the corner here, it can be a little bit tricky, but it's basically just stairs running around the corner. So run them up to there. Turn to the side and then bring your stairs down across here. And again here, just place 2 normal stairs like that. Then on top of all of our planks, we can just run our stairs like this all the way around. Making sure that we follow the curve and shape of the roof. Now, where we've got our little roofs here, what I like to do is break that one there, replace it with a plank. And this one here, go back and then just replace that one with a plank. And then just put stair facing outwards and a stair facing outwards. And it just gives it a nice little kind of a little finish. Right, back to our stairs again. We're going to run these around on top of our planks. Run them all the way around. Okay, and that is one side of the roof all done. Now, let's go round to the left-hand side of the roof. And again, we've got something very similar here, guys. So this is going to be a little bit easier. So we're going to start with our 4 blocks, which are there, and there. And all we're going to do is we're going to run them from the front to the back. So just in a straight line all the way down, and they should connect perfectly in line with each other. Okay, do the same thing all the way until you reach the top of the roof. Okay, once you've done that, go ahead and place 2 stairs down the bottom here. Place 1 inside that gap, 1 in that gap, 1 in that gap, and then 2 on the end like so. And then again, just run your stairs across the tops of your planks until they join up at the other side. It's quite a simple process, but if you're doing this in survival, it will be quite a long process. Okay, and that is the side of the roof all done. Now finally, the back bit of the roof. Again, this is pretty simple as well. So we start where our 4 block is, which is just there on top of that pillar. We're going to run it all the way down until we are in line with it just here, and then place 1 there to connect it. This one, we go 1, 2, and 3. So we overhang it by 1 and join it back up. So it's a very simple process. Same here, with just 1 further back. So bring it all the way down. Overhang by 1 block and then just join them up. And then the final one at the top here, we just bring that until we are in with the top beam all the way across and connect it. And then all we got to do is go down to the bottom here. So we'll start by connecting stairs across this one, run them all the way across, and then place 1 on the corner there, and it should join up around that corner. And now we just got to put them on top of our planks that we've placed, and that should be this side all done. Okay, once the back of the roof is all in place, guys, it should look something a bit like this. Now we're just going to go to the very top of the roof, and we're going to just let's start at the peak at the front here. So we've got a stair there. We're just going to place a row of stairs all the way behind it until we reach where the join is, which is right here, okay? Do the same thing at the back here. Bring it down until we reach the join, leaving 1 block in the center, which is going to be the one that runs down this way. Run stairs backwards from this join all the way down, and then place a solid block in the center of them like that. And it just gives it a nice finish. Okay, just nicely finishes that all off. Alright guys, now the roof is all in place, let's start by adding a few details. So we're going to start with the windows. We're going to use the clear glass for this, and we're going to start with the top floor. So let's go ahead and put in all of our windows in place in all of these little gaps. Okay, once you got them all in place, don't forget to do the ones on the balcony landing as well. And now I'm going to grab myself some grey stained glass. Again, guys, you can choose any colour glass for this, and we're going to fill in all of the bottom windows on the lower level. Okay, just like this. But you can choose any colour, guys. Any colour will look really nice here. Alright guys, once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this. So we should have a different colour glass on the bottom than what we do with the top. But it's entirely up to you. If you guys want to fill in the top windows with colour glass, then go ahead and do so. But for personal preference, I prefer it like this. Now, starting from the left hand corner here, on the top half of these logs that stick out, we're going to place a stone brick slab, just like that. And we're going to do that in every single gap all the way around the build, including the corner like this, okay? Alright guys, once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now the corner here where you're going to actually have the, where you've got the balcony, it's up to you whether you want to place one in the corner here, like this, and then have a fence on top, or you can just leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and put one on top just to even out the look of the build and place a fence on top like so. Now, in every corner where we've got these 2 beams here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4 spruce fences like that, okay? It just kind of neatens up the edge. It makes it look quite nice. We're going to do this all the way around on all of the corners. So let's go ahead and do that. Just gives a nice kind of finish. Okay, once you're done, you should have something that looks a bit like this, guys, and you should have this nice, I don't know, it really brings out the edges of the build here, and it looks really nice. Now, where the balcony is here, we're just going to go ahead and fill in this as well with some spruce fences all the way around, just to make it safe. And then I think we've got windows everywhere, so we're not going to need to put anything else around. Yep, we've got windows all the way around. So now we're going to go ahead and get our coarse dirt block, or you can use normal dirt or grass block. It's entirely up to you. And underneath your windows, you just want to go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, do it underneath every single window. If you don't want to have flower pots under here, you could put some fences in the gap if you want. But I think the little flower pots just make it look, you know, make it look quite nice. Adds a little bit of colour as well with the flowers, and just generally makes it look a bit nicer. Okay, now go ahead and leave the ones on the balcony. I don't think they really need to be done. They look a little bit out of place otherwise. So just leave them as they are. Then go ahead and get your spruce trapdoors and just place 3 of them on like this. And just do that in front of every dirt that you've just placed. Alright guys, once you're done, you have something that looks a bit like this all the way around, and I think this really brings the build out. Adds that little change of colour as well, which I think it needs, just a slight change of colour. Now go ahead and grab your dark oak stairs, and you can place some upside down ones where the windows go, just like this, to create little arches. I think it looks quite nice, but if you don't like having the arches there, you could always just leave it as it is. Again, it's just it's a preference thing. So go ahead and do that where you have your peaks, okay? Don't do it at the sides here, because you won't be able to fit it. You only want it where your peaks are, which are around here, okay? So this window here, and this window just here. Okay, again, we won't be touching there, so we'll go around to where the peak is. And just do that. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. Things are really starting to take shape. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some doors. And we just got a couple of doors to place here, and I always place my doors from the inside because they sit a little bit sunken. So if we come onto the outside here, as you can see, it sinks in. So place a door for your balcony and a door down here for the actual tavern itself as well. And we should have something that looks a bit like that. Now, next thing we can do is some stone buttons, and we're going to place them on front of all of these little logs that are sticking out. Go around the entire edge with this and place one on every single log. Right, okay, we are almost done with this build now. So this is all of the outside of the build, which is looking pretty good. One last thing we can do is go around and place in some flowers. So what I've just done for mine is I place one azure blur, I think it is, at the side here. My flowers are different because of the texture pack. And a couple of tulips at the side like so. And you can just go around and do this around the entire build. You know, or mix it up. You can mix the flowers up if you want. But for the sake of the tutorial, I'm just going to keep them all of the same style. So it is a repeated pattern all the way around. Alright guys, once you're done, you should have some nice flower pots and that, which just bring a little bit of colour to the build, and I think it looks quite nice. Now, let's go ahead and add a last couple of details to the build. So first of all, underneath this little platform here, we've got this little roof bit like this. What I like to do is I like to go a beam all the way across underneath like this. Okay. And then we can also cross it from here. So, and what you can do is add some glowstone underneath here in all four corners here to brighten it up, and you can just cover it up with some trapdoors like this. So place your trapdoors there and close the trapdoors up like that. Okay, and just do this, and it just adds a bit of light, and then it also hides the glowstone if you don't like the glowstone showing. And the last one, just like so. Okay, and it just creates a bit of light down here, just stops mobs from spawning underneath here. So that's that all in place. Get yourself some dark oak trapdoors and place a couple on these, just so that they don't see that that edge of the wood. And that is pretty much it for the outside here. So let me go ahead and get myself a where is it? A crafting table. We're going to quickly craft up a couple of banners. So what we want to do is do the words in, which is I, obviously I and NN. So let's get this. To do this is very simple. We're going to get ourselves a banner, place it in the mid to the side rather. Get some bone meal, place 3 pieces like this. Now if you're playing in the new snapshots, I believe there is a new white dye that you have to use, and also brown dye. So rather than using bone meal and cocoa beans for your dyes, you'll have to use white dye and brown dye. Okay. So now we should get an eye. So we're going to get that one like that. Then we're going to get our cocoa beans and put them right around the edge like this. And that will give us a nice finish for our eye. Now we're going to need an N. So for this one, we're going to get another banner. And we're going to place 1, 2, 3 pieces of bone meal. Get the banner again. And then place 1, 2, 3 for this side. And then we're going to put it to the side here. And then go 1, 2, and 3. And that will give us our shape for our N. And then just put a nice brown border around the edge to make it look a little bit neater. And then we get that. Okay. So go ahead, you'll need to do that obviously twice. Let's get rid of that one. This one we made earlier. Okay. And then, of course, we can go ahead and place this in place now. So in your free gap at the top here, just go I, N, N. Okay. And what I actually done for mine is I actually placed it on all 3 sides where we've got our roof. So we placed it there and also on this one here. Okay, I just thought it looked quite nice like that. I think it looks pretty cool. You can also change the colours up if you don't like the colours. You can go ahead and make it black, white, green, blue, whatever you guys think looks nice for your area. And if you really want to go crazy, you can always go ahead and go, not there, go I, N, N. Just like so above the door. Entirely up to you, of course. Whoops. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much all of the build done. One last thing I'm going to quickly do is a stairway for you guys. I'll show you how I put in a stairway. But for the interior, you guys can do it all yourself. If you would like to see me do an interior, then let me know in the comments. And if enough people request it, I'll be happy to do it. Okay? So be sure to let me know in the comments if you would like me to do an interior. So anyway, for the stairway, guys, for here, we're going to put 2 blocks right where this corner pillar is here. And place 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. Now, we're going to place 1 in front of that, and then place 2 stairs like this, so we can come up like this. Okay. Then we're going to place an upside down stair from that one. Let's break that torch for a minute. Then a normal stair, upside down stair, a normal stair, upside down, normal, and then just to finish the look off, an upside down stair just there. Now, if we go up these stairs and we stand on this one here, just before the stair, you want to break that block above you, and then all of them ones that lead up there, and break that one there. Now, I did actually go ahead, I just realized, and I've done this in dark oak, but I should have actually done this in spruce wood. I didn't pay attention, so I do apologize, guys. So if you want it to match your floor, you might want to go ahead and do this all with spruce wood. Like so. I think it probably looks better when it blends in with the floor rather than blending in with the walls. And you probably want to do the same with these here, is to change these for spruce wood as well. Just like so. Okay. Now, get yourself some trapdoors. You can use either dark oak or spruce. I would probably recommend out of all of them to use. But use whichever ones you want. Place 1 there, and then place 1, one right across the edge like so. And if we crouch and place 1 on top of those, and then if we can jump and get on top of these, place another 1 on top of those. Okay. Just like so. Actually, you only need 2 there, so you can break that one on the corner there, and you have a nice little way up like this. Now, do the same again here, guys. So go 1 and 2. Place those. Then we can place some across these ones here. I will actually, do you know what? Don't place it on that stair because it won't look right. Place 1 on the bottom of that stair. And then you want to crouch and place 1 there and 1 there. Wrap those around. Then place 1 on each of these stairs at the bottom half and just put it upwards like so. And if you really want to, you could add 1 on top of that one. Break that one there. And then 1 on top of this one. Just to finish that edge there. It probably just looks a little bit better being a little bit thicker. And if you wanted to, you could always extend this a little bit. Like so. And then 1 on the floor. That way you have a little bit more of a banister as you come up the stairs like this. Now at the top here, guys, one of the first things you probably want to do actually here, which I didn't do earlier, which I should have, is stick some of the torches around. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that in just a moment. But go ahead, put some trapdoors down this side facing towards the gap. And then the same on this side. Again, making sure you're facing towards the gap. And then 1 at the back here. And then we can just go ahead and lift all of these up. That way we can walk around. And same down here as well. Okay, and now we've got a nice little walkway for the stairs. We can walk around this all the way. And we can easily get down our stairs of the tavern. Okay, nice and easy. Now, as for the upstairs here, guys, what you want to probably do is wrap some dark oak logs all the way around where the beam is. So all the way around the tops of your walls. Okay, when you get to the corner, place 1 like that. Run it all the way around. Okay, once you've wrapped that all the way around, go ahead and fill in your gaps between your wall sections as well. This also gives the inside of the house, or the inside of the inn, I keep calling it a house, guys, I do apologise, the inside of this tavern, a kind of medieval feel, because you've got the kind of Tudor effect on the inside of the build as well. So go ahead and fill in these gaps here with your dark oak logs. And you should have something that looks a bit like this. Now what I tend to do is I tend to copy these on the inside here. So that wall pattern, we do exactly the same thing on here. Or to be honest, because you're on the inside, you could actually just keep it straight like this. It would probably look nicer, giving you more of a Tudor effect up here. Go ahead and get your stripped birch wood and fill that in as well. Fill that in them gaps. Just like that. And it gives you a nice finish to the roof. You might want to do exactly the same on that gap there and that gap there. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and do that. Okay, once you've got all of those in place, guys, next thing, before we do anything, actually should have been one of the first things, is getting some lighting. You don't want mobs spawning up here, so go ahead and put in a few torches around just to make sure that you've got enough light up here and that it is all safe. So that looks much better. Alright guys, that just about brings us to the end of the tutorial. Now, before I move on, guys, I just wanted to show you, because this is our medieval world we've been building. I have been doing a little bit of work off camera on here, because what I'm going to basically do is I'm going to do tutorials for each build that we do around this town and village. I'm going to keep them as tutorials rather than just builds, so you guys can see exactly how they're built, block for block, and you'll know exactly how to build them yourselves. But all of the little landscapey bits I'm going to probably be doing off camera. As you can see, I've added in a load of trees around here and made some kind of nicer paths. I went back to dirt paths because we did have some stone paths, but I think the dirt paths just look better for this kind of area. We've added in a load of oak trees around here. Still got some building to do around here. Not sure what we're going to put there just yet. We are going to be building a bakery just down here. This is going to be a little bakery. Round here, we're going to have a few little houses and probably a blacksmith. We're going to have a little marketplace over here. There's going to be a few more houses and other builds around here. I'm not 100% sure just yet. And we've got a bridge that we've built over here with our little river running underneath. Our little stream. Again, we made a nice little area here. You know, made it look a little bit sort of, you know, just nice landscape. Just made it look a bit better. We will be connecting this river here with the river over the side here. So we're going to be making kind of like a moat area around the castle. But it's not going to completely be a moat around the whole castle, because as you can see, we've got a big hill over that side there. Over here, I will be doing a tutorial for this. This is going to be a castle. Obviously, I haven't built it yet. I've just kind of been planning. So we will be doing a tutorial for this castle once it is all built. Once I know exactly what I'm doing with it, but there is going to be a castle build coming soon, guys, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, but if you have any ideas, guys, for other builds you'd like to see around this area, more tutorials for anything, be sure to let me know. But yeah, I think that's just about it for today's build. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to hit that like button, because it really does help me out. And if you're new to the channel, then why not consider subscribing? I post tutorials and a Let's Play series on a weekly basis on this channel. I am going to be trying to post every single day over the next few weeks, and hopefully for the future. We're going to just see how much time we have, but all being well, guys, I'm going to try and post every day if I can. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, if you want to get notified, don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.